Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Colleen Faris of Arcana Rising. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is the first of many weekly readings. This is June 1st through the 7th for all signs. Woo! There they go. And I'm going to be doing these regularly. I'm changing my format. I'm sure most of you know by now that I am pregnant and the baby's due June 30th. There's a lot going on for me at this time, so I need to cut back on the amount of time and energy that I'm putting into these videos. And I mean that in the best way possible. Just doing 12 monthly readings is too much for me at this time, so I am reducing it to just 4 weekly readings a month, and I will do 1 monthly reading for the sign of the season. So for example, Gemini, it's Gemini season right now, so I would be doing a monthly reading for Gemini. So if you are a Gemini, definitely keep an eye out for that. Okay, so thank you for understanding. And so this is my first weekly reading, so I'm just kind of feeling out a spread to see what works best. But I'm going to be using a couple tarot decks here and some oracle as well. Ooh, thank you. Hey-yo, that was too many. And I just feel like I want 4 cards. Thank you. Okay. So I've got 1 here. So I wanted to apologize also for not getting up the monthly readings for May. There was a lot going on for me, and I apologize for not posting a video explaining the situation. But if you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure that you probably got the message. So I'm just figuring out a spread real quick here. Perfect. And we'll get some oracle cards here. I'm going to pull 1 of each, and we'll start with the oracle cards, and then we'll get into this. So just take some deep healing breaths, get yourself centered, and let's ask ourselves, what is it that we're trying to manifest for this first week of June? What is it that we need to know for Gemini season? Do some research. You need more information about this situation. Look into it further before proceeding. So if you've been feeling like you want to move forward with a certain situation, it's kind of saying just wait a little bit longer and do a little bit more work in gathering information on what it is that you're trying to do before you jump the gun, because you may find that there's information available for you that would really benefit you if as long as you receive it before you get started, you know what I mean? Like if you get started and then later on you find out this certain information and you're like, oh damn it, like if I only knew that, then I wouldn't have done all this, and like what a waste of time, blah blah blah. So this is really asking you to just have a little bit more patience, gather some more information on whatever it is that you're trying to do, and then move forward. But I do feel that June in general is an action month. It's just not just yet, is basically what it's saying here. So what else do we need to know for June? For the first week of June, June 1st through 7th, for all 12 signs. Feeling this card. Bountiful harvest. So this is just reassuring you that the direction that you're going in is very abundant and is working to support you. You are going in the direction of manifesting something great for yourself. So don't feel like just because you have to wait a little bit longer that you should be giving up. This is not a time to give up. We are moving forward by incorporating more research into our lives. So just keep that in mind. And these totally work with the card that I had pulled. Actually, as I'm recording this, I'm realizing this is going to be a couple weeks later, but this makes sense with the card that I pulled for this week on Instagram. I had pulled the Seven of Pentacles, and that's really talking about patience before harvesting your efforts. And we're going to get one for a romance card as well. Taking a deep breath. So yeah, check out my Instagram if you're not following me. It's at Arcana Rising. And I post stuff at least daily, if not every other day. So we got two. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So if you're in a relationship and you're doubting the progress of the relationship, just know that it's temporary and to stay in a positive place about your relationship. Also, she's offering flowers to this statue in almost a ritualistic way. So maybe just incorporating some spirituality or being more giving in one way or another, instead of looking at the relationship like, what am I getting out of it? Look at it as more of, what can I bring to this relationship? What can I offer this relationship? And then if you're not in a relationship at this time, this could be talking about if you're doubting, you know, if you have doubts about whether or not you're going to find somebody, you are going to find somebody. It's a matter of shifting your vibration to attract the person that it is most in alignment with who you are. Like they're waiting for you to vibe up, is what I heard. Vibe up, level up for them. You know, getting into a positive place, raising your vibration is almost like a magnet. It's going to attract them closer to you. So think like, what can I incorporate into my life in a ritualistic way that's going to bring about positive energy into my life, as well as more love, you know, more romance. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So it's exactly that. Like if you have set a specific rules to what you're looking to manifest, it may take longer to manifest. Like if you put more trust and faith that the universe is going to provide you with what you need rather than what you want, you may come across someone that you wouldn't normally expect. And that's actually what happened with my husband. I always went for the guitarists, the band players, you know, guys that are in bands and whatever. And he was not that at all. He has no, I love him, but he has no rhythm. And, you know, he's a fisherman and, you know, things to that degree rather than being more musical. And I was like, no, this guy is not for me. All this stuff. Well, it turns out that he was. So, and he was perfect. And we've been together for 10 years now. So just, you know, keep that in mind. That maybe the person that you have been seeking over and over again hasn't worked out because it's not the person, it's not the, that's not the type that's meant for you. You know what I mean? There's most likely someone else, some other kind of version of a person that is waiting for you to recognize them and you know, give them the benefit of the doubt, give them the chance to show you what they're made of. Okay. Alright, so we have the Page of Pentacles coming up for the very beginning of the week. And this Page of Pentacles really talks about taking things to another level in something that you're trying to manifest. That's what this week seems to be bringing about, which is why you need more research to level up further. I also see things being offered as well to assist you in taking things to the next level. So this is a really positive sign. He's done a lot of work to get to where he is now as far as manifesting the physical, manifesting money, bringing or business, or a home. It can be anything physical, really. I mean, even though he's holding a coin, it can have to do with money, but it can also do with other physical items like a home or a car or whatever it is that you have been striving to get to. He's done a lot of the work to figure out the best way to get there. And now, like, you're almost there. You're just taking it to another level now. We're going to work our way towards the Knight and then the King or Queen. So there's a level of wisdom here with how to handle yourself in the physical or with the financial aspects of the self. There's a level of maturity here. And we're just taking it to the next level. That's what I'm hearing over and over again. Taking it to the next level. This is interesting. So this seems to be all about Earth energy when we're in the season of Gemini, which is an air element. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And, you know, Knight of Pentacles is, he's kind of a stubborn sign. Like, it's taken him a long time to get to where he is. So he's very reluctant to spend money, you know, if he doesn't really feel 100% about it. So he's going to wait and think about it and do whatever he's got to do before acting. But it's in reverse, so I feel like a level of action is finally coming in. He's like, all right, fine, I'm ready. I'm ready to move forward with certain aspects. So I'm feeling like, so these are like first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, but this is all within a week. So in the very beginning of the week, you know, towards the middle of the week, you're going to be feeling ready to move forward with a certain endeavor that you may have been hesitant on moving forward with before. And I feel like the reason that you feel like you're ready to finally move forward is because you have incorporated the research into what it is that you're doing, and now you feel more confident about handling the situation because you have more information. Oh, this is wonderful. And it looks like we're also releasing emotional, or because of swords, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So I feel like there's a level of release coming in regards to past pains, things that have held us back in the past, things that we have done to sabotage ourselves, or the pain of past relationships and breakups. Those things, like, we are releasing them and letting them go. Like, they're able to slide out of that heart now that it's upside down, those swords. So this is more about, like, the way that you talk to yourself is shifting, is what's going on here. The way in which you speak to yourself is shifting and bringing you to a much more positive place because you feel more confident moving forward and leaving things behind. And that's really what this is all about. No more self-sabotage, no more beating yourself up about pains of the past. That's very good. And then we have the High Priestess, and this is where you're headed. So by the end of the week, this is where we are hoping to be. A very, very intuitive message here. This is a major arcana card, which is a significant message. It's like, neon arrows pointing at it, like, pay attention to this. This is really important. This is where you're headed. You're moving to a place where you feel more at ease with who you are. You have a deeper understanding of who you are and where you're going. You are more confident in trusting your intuition. And you have a very strong connection with the divine as well. Like, you're starting to, like, the answers are starting to come to you. And things are starting to come together because you are more intuitively trusting in the divine. And that's where your answers are coming. So this starts out very earth energy, and then it shifts through the air, releasing the mental anguish of self-sabotage, of talking yourself out of things. Sorry for the helicopter flying over. And then you're going into your intuition. So this is a really positive week. This is definitely, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There is a level of movement. It seems like a little bit of external movement is starting, but it also feels like more internal work as well. So I want to also see what else we have here. Four of Swords. So this is where you could be feeling at the beginning of the week, along with the Page of Pentacles here. Feeling like you're ready to move forward, but also your mind is still, we're kind of working our way through the week again, a second time here. So in the beginning of the month, it's saying like you have the materials that you need to move forward, but your mind hasn't caught up yet. Basically, we have the Four of Swords, and she's still laying there, thinking things over and over and over. And I guess that's why we need to get some research done, because you're kind of just in this cycle of like, I don't know how to move forward. And it's like the way that you move forward is by doing research. You're not like, you've come to a point where you can't mull over the same stuff over and over and over again. You're not going to get any more answers from it. You have to dive further through research, through communicating with others to get connections and get the information that you need. The Queen of Swords in reverse. So she's interesting when she's in reverse. Like, I feel like she's a very blunt speaker when she's upright. I just want a little bit of clarity on what she's trying to tell us in reverse. Like, I'm hearing the word lies, but I'm not really sure why. But she also is a very Gemini sign as well. So this is where all the air is coming in. I was wondering where it all was, because the swords represent air. What is the Queen of Swords trying to tell us for the first week of June? Okay, so you're releasing the confusion. You're making a decision based on your own thoughts. Like you are making the decision on your own rather than having someone else or looking to someone else to tell you what choice to make. So this is a very powerful message here. Like you are understanding that it's time to move forward, and you're finally making the decision on what to move forward with. So we have the Seven of Cups here, and it's in reverse. So it's releasing confusion and making a decision finally of what path you're going to take. So if you've been a little bit confused of like, what's my purpose, and like, or maybe you've had multiple options for which direction to go in, this is insinuating that by the middle of the week, you're finally going to be feeling like, yes, okay, everything is clicking. I feel ready, and I'm trusting in my own power to make a decision to move forward. I have the information that I need. It's time to move forward. That's great. This is wonderful. So there's a lot of stuff that's being released here. Like, along with the self-sabotage, it's talking about, we have the Ten of Wands here in reverse. This is talking about releasing all of the things that you think that are good for you, that are really just distractions from, you know, focusing on yourself and getting further with where it is you're trying to go. So it's talking about, like, I feel like as a Gemini, or just in, you know, I know this is for all signs, but Geminis in general, and this is Gemini season, like to do lots of different things at the same time, like to multitask, and I'm going to try this, and I'm going to try that, and I'm going to try this. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. And then, like, you get to this place where you're like, holy shit, I have accepted way too many things, been doing too many things at once, and now I'm burning out. And this is what's being released, is the need to do multiple things at one time. Like, now the focus has been drawn in, the confusion is gone, you're making a choice, and you're moving forward with the one thing so you can commit to it on a deeper level. And you're releasing that burdenous feeling, if that's a word, I don't know. You're releasing that burden feeling. And that's how you self-sabotage yourself, is like taking on too many things at once. So it's interesting. This Gemini season is showing you the way when you clear away the distractions. And we have another major arcana card here, the Judgment card. This is a life review card connected with the High Priestess. This is very powerful because we are connecting the beginning of a journey and an end of a journey, and pulling the wisdom out of it, and pulling the messages out of it, and using that as a way of connecting ourselves with ourselves, with the divine, and with our intuition. So this is indicating that you are almost there to releasing your old ways, the ways in which you used to do things. The old phase is closing out, and and this is who you're stepping into. A very intuitive person. This is where we want to be. So that's perfect. So it feels like the message this month is, I feel like this is very important. Doing the research to get yourself confident with the direction that you're going. Knowledge is power. Once you understand whatever it is that you're trying to understand on a deeper level, you'll feel more confident in moving forward, and you can make that real choice that you need to do to move forward. And in doing that, once you make that decision, once you make that major decision, then like all the old crap is going to be released. All the old burdens are going to fall away. And then you're going to be able to have this bird's eye view of, towards the end of the week, like, oh my gosh, this is where I've come from, and look at where I'm going. And I feel much more in alignment with who I am, and I know that I can trust in myself and the universe to get me there. So we're releasing a lot of doubt and bringing in a lot of intuitive confidence. So that's wonderful. And I think I'm going to do one more oracle card deck. I'm going to do a pick a card, and then we will close it out. I apologize for the lighting. It's the afternoon and I'm in front of a window here. So the next one that I do will not have this crazy lighting. So and again, please like, share, and subscribe if you like what you've been seeing so far. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Arcana Rising. And if you're interested in a private reading, the link is below. And I don't know how long the private readings will be available for, just because, the baby's due June 30th, and who knows if the baby's going to come sooner. I do not know what I'm having, so feel free to take a guess. That's a good way of challenging your intuition. Leave a comment of whether you think it's gonna be a boy or a girl, and then I'll let you know if you're right. That might be a fun little game to do. And one more card. So these are the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Okay, there it is. So take a nice deep breath. And choose 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to take a sip of water. Okay, so we're going to start with card 1. Consult an expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. So I'm going to look up what it says in the booklet for you. I mean, it's pretty much a given right there. Whatever it is that you need to know, you need to reach out a little bit further for more information. It says you're venturing into an area where other people could assist you by offering you new ideas and information, as well as the benefit of their experience. To attract the right expert to help you, affirm a helpful, knowledgeable, experienced person with integrity is in my life right now. And this individual will help me with fill in the blank. This person comes to me easily and naturally without delay. When this person appears, know that it's divinely orchestrated. Don't hesitate or feel guilty about asking for help. Instead, take notes and give thanks to the person and to your spirit guides, to heaven, to your god or goddess, angels, ancestors, guardians. Remember, it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. Many of Earth's most wonderful inventions came from team efforts. By working with informed individuals, you also develop the healthy habit of consulting with your celestial guides more consistently. So this is also talking about, like, you don't have to do everything on your own. And you aren't going to get as far as you would if you brought in other people for assistance. Okay, card number 2. Break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So it says, sometimes we get into ruts and routines because they feel safe and comfortable. By drawing this card, you're asked to swim outside your comfort zone. It's time to take risks and explore new ways of thinking, making a living, or being in relationships. When you make the commitment to explore and experiment, the world responds by giving you wonderful new experiences. Your angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides isn't necessarily asking you to settle into these new avenues, but to instead test the water and venture out. Sometimes we'll experience and learn new things, and when we return to our comfortable old routines, we're changed for the better. This is definitely a time for you to reach out and enjoy new options. Try something new today. Sorry for the huffing and puffing. The sun's hot and being pregnant takes a lot out of you, and I'm just sitting here. So this is showing you that there's something that needs to be released in your life. There's a certain habit or an old way of doing things that isn't working for you anymore, and it's time to be open to seeing what will work. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. Yeah, so this is a time to bring more variety into your life. Okay, and card number 3, we have helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. This is very interesting because we have 2 very similar cards this time. There's a person who can help you reach your desired outcome. You've probably already thought of whom this person might be, or it could be a new person coming into your life whom you'll soon meet. Be open to receiving help from others. Strong people learn the importance of delegating and working as a team, and this may be a time for you to learn these vital life lessons. So be sure to voice your needs and ask for assistance. With the help of others, you're more able to manifest your divine purpose and desires. I think that's pretty self-explanatory there. It seems like overall we all need to be much more open to the assistance of others, and to what's available outside of ourselves, so that we can, bring in more information. So it seems like in doing more research, we could be receiving more information through other people, seeking out mentors and friends that are knowledgeable in whatever it is that we're trying to, break free from and dive into. They may have more advice, or they may be able to direct you to a certain book or a certain person to speak with. So keep that all in mind. There you go, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this reading for the first week of June. Please stay tuned for the second week, which is the 8th through the 14th. So keep an eye out for that, and that will be up soon. I send you so much love, and please like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at arcanarising.com, and contact me for a personal reading. Thanks so much. Take care.